Breaking on 4 News now, a police chase ends near the Gonzaga campus. We're live with how this all started.
Well, enjoy the sunshine while you still can, because I'm tracking more winter weather on the way. I'll help you plan around the rain and snow in your first alert forecast.
And the search for a missing Spokane County fisherman comes to a tragic end. You're watching 4 News now at 6. We continue to follow breaking news. What you're looking at is police chasing a drive-by shooting suspect on Hamilton and Trent earlier this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Derek Dice. Spokane police say this all started over what might have been stolen property. Our Marissa Rio is live at the scene. And Marissa, you actually saw this chase as it was happening.
That's right, Derek. I was at the intersection of Hamilton and Trent when the police chase was turning on to Hamilton. I saw police use a pit maneuver to disable the car and prevent it from going any further. And that police chase ended right behind me at the corner of Hamilton and Springfield. Now, that car was towed and Hamilton was opened back up just within the last hour. The Spokane Police Department says a man called police just after 1 p.m. saying he confronted a group of people on Market Street about stolen property. An altercation began and the group of people took off in a car. The man decided to follow when the group of people fired shots at him. That's when police were involved and this chase began. After pinning the car, officers took out 3 men and 1 woman.
During the course of removing the subjects from the car, it was determined that a female passenger had a serious head wound, possibly shot. We have not determined that yet as to where it happened. And she was tended to by law enforcement for medical care until medics arrived, and she was taken to the hospital, and she has life-threatening injuries.
The 3 men are currently in police custody and are being interviewed. As of now, police say they aren't aware of any other injuries. This is still an ongoing investigation. We will continue to update you with any new information as soon as it becomes available. Reporting live in Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
All right, Marissa, thank you. Breaking news within the last 30 minutes now from Stevens County. Rescue crews and search parties have now recovered the body of this man, Eric Jensen, the 51-year-old who has been missing for a week. The Lake Roosevelt National Park Service says he was pulled from the lake early this afternoon. His family has been notified. Jensen disappeared after launching his fishing boat in Lake Roosevelt from the Bradbury boat launch about 2 hours away from Spokane near Kettle Falls last Friday. Jensen was well known in the Freeman community. He and his family sat down with us in 2018 after his daughter was hurt in the Freeman High School shooting, sharing his gratitude for the emergency crews who treated his daughter. Jensen was a very devoted father to his 3 girls. Our Jordan Smith has been tracking this story today, and he joins us now in studio with the latest on this sad timeline, Jordan, and the message from his family tonight.
Yeah, a sad timeline indeed, Derek. And here's what we know so far. Jensen did launch from that Bradbury boat launch last Friday at 9:30 a.m. And on this map is also the last possible ping SOS pin drop from Jensen on the west side of the river. And then, of course, on Saturday, they found his boat empty at 3 a.m. And we learned that since his appearance today, friends and community members have been conducting their own searches at Lake Roosevelt in those frigid waters, trying to find him. And as you said, Derek, his body was recovered from the lake today, identified by the Stevens County coroner. His brother Anthony shared this statement with us today, saying the family is all together, quote, spending time together in prayer, shedding tears as they come and sharing stories and memories. The Freeman community, our church, communities, and friends have blanketed us in prayer and support as we navigate these tough days. And you can read their full statement on our website, KXLY.com. In studio, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Just feel awful for that family. We're going to send it over to Chris Crocker now with a look at that first alert forecast. And Chris, there is some sunshine that you're going to want to take advantage of this weekend, but you might have to work a little to find it.
Yes, and especially if you can get up early on Saturday. I have a very good reason to do so. You are going to be met with the clear skies that we've had today. Wow, here's a look at our live view over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena and the Spokane County Courthouse right now, and those beautiful clear skies. Just a few clouds on the horizon to add some character to this beautiful sunset. I could just gaze at this for 3 minutes, but our sunset was just about 45 minutes ago, but still some light on the sky is a good sign that spring is not too far away. Clear and cold tonight. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. Watch out for ice, any wet roads, sidewalks, parking lots, refreezing. Watch for those sparkly streets. Mostly sunny on Saturday, but the clouds will be increasing late in the day with rain and snow on the way for Sunday. Temperatures right now have already dropped below freezing in many locations around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. Also around the region, we're already in the 20s in Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint, 30 in Pullman, and 30 degrees in St. Mary's right now. We're headed down to overnight lows in the teens around the region, and we'll be dropping very quickly tonight with light winds, dry air, and spectacularly clear skies. 21 degrees by 11 o'clock. I'll be back with your weekend forecast and let you know when to expect that wet weather in just a few minutes, Derek.
Well, lawmakers in Olympia want to make it a crime for anyone to create or possess nude images of a minor created using artificial intelligence. These photos are known as deepfakes.
We never thought about AI-generated revenge porn. It's amazing what people can do with computers these days and take a perfectly legitimate and entirely clothed image and make it appear to be something totally different.
During a public hearing on the bill, many were in support of it, saying it holds whoever makes the sexually explicit content accountable. But critics say the current version of the bill may be too harsh.
Should an individual is convicted of possession of a fabricated depiction where no child was harmed during the creation of the depiction be given the same punishment as an individual who is convicted of a possession of a depiction where a child was sexually abused during the creation of the depiction?
If the bill is approved, anyone convicted of creating or having these types of images would face the same penalties as someone convicted of having real child pornography. The bill was already approved in the House, but still needs to make it through the Senate before going to Governor Jay Inslee's desk. The first flu death of the season has been confirmed in Whitman County. Take a look at this flu activity map from the CDC. You can see Washington is still in the low range in that light green, while Idaho is still in the moderate range. While cases are down in the inland Northwest, the CDC says we're not out of the woods yet, with infection rates still high in the southern parts of the country. Well, still ahead, find out why some people say they voted against the latest school bonds in Spokane County. And a judge has ordered former President Donald Trump to pay over $350 million for fraud. How the judge says the Trump organization defrauded investors for decades, coming up.
And George Kliavkoff is out as Pac-12 commissioner when the conference plans to hire his replacement. Next on 4 News Now at 6.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Save your greed!
Mr. Quack Casino Hotel has a sweet treat for you. Cash, cash, and more cash. Play your favorite games now. Earn entries to win your share of up to $18,000 cash. Mr. Quack Casino Hotel.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
You heard it was a hit. You heard it was a smash. A wonder. A phenomenon. An international sensation. But you haven't heard them.
Get your tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com today.
This is Ford Truck Month. With amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Make way for the event that only comes around once a year, featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Super Duty, the North American Truck of the Year. Get ready and get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% APR for 72 months on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
May I please have the Cobb salad, no cheese, no bacon, extra tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and dressing on the side? Do you have pea shilling olives?
Wow, that is an order.
Perfect. I like things the way I like them.
It makes sense. At the Advocates, we're just as picky about what we demand for our clients.
Our clients deserve what they deserve.
Exactly. We won't stand for anything less.
Now, for dessert.
Oh, no.
I'll have the white chocolate.
Injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Play your favorite games with your Sun Club card. Earn entries now to win your share of up to $18,000 cash. The more you play, the more chances to win sweet February cash. Mississauga Casino Hotel.
Welcome back. The Pac-12 and Commissioner George Kliavkoff have finally agreed to part ways. The move was expected since last summer when the Pac-12 dissolved after 10 of the 12 schools left for other conferences. Kliavkoff's last day will be on February the 29th. Sports Director Julian Minnesone joins us now in studio. So, Julian, when can we expect to hear about his possible replacement?
Yeah, the Pac-12 is expected to make an announcement on future leadership, and that plan next week. Whoever takes over the job will have a tall order. Washington State and Oregon State are the only Pac-12 schools remaining. They will operate as a 2-team conference for the next 2 seasons in football and have a scheduling alliance with the Mountain West. Men's basketball and other sports will compete against the West Coast Conference next season. So the first order of business for the new commissioner is to figure out the long-term plan for the conference after that and, of course, land a new media deal, something Kliavkoff wasn't able to do. The search for a new TV deal was a lengthy and frustrating process that played a role in schools wanting to leave the Pac-12 and join other conferences. Of course, we'll keep you updated with the latest on the Pac-12 search for new leadership right here on 4 News Now. Derek.
All right, Julian, thank you. Former President Donald Trump has been fined more than $350 million in a civil fraud case. The judge ruled that fraud was committed when the Trump Organization overvalued its assets to get loans. ABC's Irina Roy explains.
After a contentious 11-week trial, Judge Arthur Engoron announcing his ruling in the civil financial fraud trial against Donald Trump. The judge fining the former president $354 million, his eldest sons $4 million apiece, also banning them from the New York real estate business for 3 years.
This really gets to the heart of their livelihood in terms of what they do for a living, how they generate their income. So this can be potentially devastating for him and his entire business empire.
New York Attorney General Letitia James brought the case, accusing the former president, his eldest sons Eric and Donald Trump Jr., plus top Trump Organization officials, of conducting a decade's worth of business based on numerous acts of fraud and misrepresentation. The judge had already ruled in a partial summary judgment that Trump had submitted fraudulent valuations for his assets. James had asked the court for a $370 million fine. The New York AG also requested that Trump and his 2 former deputies at the company, Alan Weisselberg and Jeffrey McConney, be barred for life from the New York real estate industry. Throughout the trial, interactions between the judge, the former president, and his lawyers were heated. Trump's social media messages and comments outside the court even led to a partial gag order and fines.
It's a disgrace, and they should pay me damages.
The former president has always denied any wrongdoing, his lawyers saying the accusations are part of a political agenda. Trump calling the case a witch hunt and has said his financial statements were perfect.
This is a case that should have never been brought, and it was brought.
Trump has already appealed Judge Engoron's earlier ruling that he committed fraud, and it's likely he'll appeal this latest ruling by the judge. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
It's going to be a cold start to the day on Saturday, but sunny, 18 degrees to start the day. By late afternoon, we'll see some clouds increasing, a high of 38, pretty close to average. 40 is our average high. I'll be back with the second half of your weekend forecast. It looks a lot different after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino brings you actor and comedian Tracy Morgan to Spokane Live. Saturday, February 24th. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Entertainment without limits.
I'm worried about the draft. We got some bad zone control, and I'm concerned we're not bringing the heat. Look at this, crossover's off. We've got a weak dribble. We need a solid block, just not enough pressure. What do you think?
I think I'm doing just fine.
What?
Bill's Heating and AC is offering financing as low as 0% for 5 years. Call today.
For all your heating and cooling needs, leave it to the real professionals at Bill's.
celebrate the Lunar New Year and the Year of the Dragon at the Spokane Convention Center on February 24th. There'll be lion and dragon dancers, cultural performances, and activities for the whole family. The first 500 attendees will receive a swag bag, plus red envelopes with over $20,000 worth of prizes will be given away. Spokane's Lunar New Year celebration is organized by Spokane United We Stand. Doors open at 1 p.m. and the fireworks start at 7 p.m.
From Tina Fey and the creator of Saturday Night Live comes Mean Girls, the hilarious hit Broadway musical.
Wait, why don't I know you?
Come see Mean Girls at First Interstate Center for the Arts, March 5th and 6th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino brings you actor and comedian Tracy Morgan to Spokane Live. Saturday, February 24th. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Entertainment without limits.
Next, E.T. We're on the set of Blue Bloods ahead of their final season premiere.
Only E.T. gets that exclusive access, y'all.
It's true. Plus, why Shamar Moore isn't done with SWAT.
Next, E.T. Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world. So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good Morning America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got you.
All right, I'll save you from my terrible singing this hour. Grab your leather pants, though, and get ready to empty a whole can of hairspray because Def Leppard is returning to the Inland Northwest. The rock and roll legends will be creating hysteria as they play the Spokane Arena on September the 6th. Tickets go on sale next Friday. I believe they were here like 6-7 years ago, because it came up on Facebook not too long ago that they were here.
And you know who is front row and center for Def Leppard? Your former morning co-anchor Robin Nance.
Yeah,
She might be the...
Well, and you were just saying you came into them with the High and Dry album. I came in around Hysteria, so
yes, that's a good time. Maybe we should all go and enjoy.
I'm down.
Speaking of the Spokane Arena, let's take. Is that where you said they were going to be?
Yeah.
Or okay, just want to make sure. I thought you said that's where they were going to be, and that's where I have this amazing time lapse on. Boy, I needed this sunshine. I don't know about you, but that really put me in a Friday kind of mood with that bright blue sky and just a few clouds drifting over there. We may start the day off looking a lot like this. It's going to be cold tomorrow morning. Good morning to stay inside and look out with your cup of coffee because we're headed down to an overnight low of 18 degrees. That's where we started the day today. For reference, clear and cold, little bit of a northeast stir in the atmosphere at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's where this cool air is coming from. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a high of 38, but we will notice the clouds starting to come in. By this time tomorrow, it'll be partly cloudy to mostly cloudy, and then more clouds coming in as the next system approaches. Here's a look at our weather pattern. Starting off at the current time, you'll notice northeasterly flow over the region, bringing in that dry, cool air, but that is going to shift as this system approaches, becoming more southerly by Saturday afternoon. Here's 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. We have more of a southwesterly flow, and we'll start to see those clouds moving in. Not an overcast, but we will see more filtered sunshine for the second part of the day, and just starting to see a little bit of wet weather coming into the Columbia Basin. That will start moving into Spokane, the Northeast Mountains, and North Idaho by late Saturday night, and may start off as a rain-snow mix, even turning into snow for a time overnight Saturday into early Sunday morning. Some minor accumulations in the valleys are possible, but very minor, and they'll be wet, slushy, and should melt easily as the rain starts moving in Sunday. By 6 o'clock Sunday night, we are drying out and the next system moves in on Monday. Our snow level, meanwhile, over the next several days. For tomorrow, we're going to be dry, but it would be around 2,200 feet. But Saturday night, as that precipitation starts, we're going to be down around 1,500 feet. Then for Sunday night around 3,000, so above the valley floors, but still producing snow in the mountains. Then we climb up, peaking at around 5,000 feet on President's Day. Our chance of precipitation is the best on Sunday. Monday to a lesser extent, more hit and miss showers, and then drying out as we get into the middle of next week. Overnight lows tonight will be down in the teens in many locations and low 20s, with highs tomorrow in the 30s and 40s, close to average, but just a little bit below. President's Day, 43 with a chance of rain. We're going to stay in the 40s through the rest of the forecast, with overnight lows down around freezing or a little below. A lot below tonight, though, heading down to a low of 18. But if it comes with sunshine, I'll take it, Derek. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Chris, thank you. Well, there is a way to get more out of your spring break and summer vacations and go to 2 destinations for the price of 1. ABC's Gio Benitez has how.
With spring break and summer vacation trips on the horizon, you may want to consider adding a stopover flight to your itinerary. Get this, you're planning a trip to beautiful Santorini. Why not visit Paris along the way at no extra charge? It's possible through booking what's called a stopover ticket. Carrie Elizabeth took advantage of it on a trip last year.
When we were going to book our flights for Europe, we saw that it was possible to stay in the cities that we had a connection through, and of course, we wanted to take advantage of that because who doesn't want to go to an extra city for free?
Carrie booked through Flying Blue. That's the loyalty program for airlines like Air France and KLM to get that extra leg in Paris. Many carriers like TAP, Icelandair, Emirates, and Hawaiian Airlines offer stopovers on their flights, allowing customers to visit more cities at the same price as booking a one-way ticket.
The art of stopovers with airline tickets can basically allow you to squeeze more value out of your flights, whether you're paying for them or using your frequent flyer miles.
So here's how you do it. You go to the carrier's website, and when you put in your desired departure and arrival cities, search for a tab that says Add a Stopover. The stopover will usually be in the hub city of the airline you're planning to fly.
Icelandair is known for this for no extra fee. So you can split up your flying. You can stop in Reykjavik, which is one of my favorite destinations, explore Iceland for a couple days, and then continue on to your final destination. So you basically get 2 destinations for the price of 1.
For Carrie Elizabeth, she was able to book her stopover flights with credit card points, saving her around $2,700.
Paris has been a dream of mine to visit since I was a kid. The flights would have cost us around $3,000, and it only cost us 28,000 American Express points plus the taxes, which was $300.
Pretty amazing if you can make it work. Well, February is Black History Month, and tonight we want to highlight one organization that's been shaping Black history in Spokane for over a century now. The Spokane NAACP is the oldest civil rights organization in the city, and it continues to fight for equity and racial justice every day. And it recently had a change in leadership. Lisa Gardner isn't just the new president for the Spokane NAACP, she's also the director of communications and community engagement for the Spokane City Council. Gardner grew up in East Central and spent most of her time with her grandmother, who was also heavily involved with the organization.
I remember at a very young age going with my grandmother to the NAACP meetings, coming right here to City Hall with my grandmother when she was going to City Council meetings.
To hear Gardner's hopes for the future of the NAACP, look for this story on KXLY.com. All right, still ahead, we have the latest on the Kansas City mass shooting that left 1 person dead and over 20 people hurt.
My mom was crying. My dad rushed to call 911. My sister came and told me it was going to be okay and started crying.
Plus, hear from one of the victims who didn't notice he'd been shot until he got home.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight. Queen Nation, the ultimate tribute to the music of Queen, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 7th. Get your tickets now for the #1 ranked Queen Tribute Act.
Winning is just the beginning.
Our motto here at Holiday Heating is fixed right or it's free. That means that we'll get the job done right the first time, and if we don't,
we will own up to that and we will take care of it for you for free.
Fixed Right or It's Free means that we are accountable for the 100% satisfaction of our customers.
We'll come back and get the job done and with no additional charge to the customer.
We are humans and we do make mistakes, but we are here to make it right and make sure our customers know that.
Fishing trip hit a snag. Won't stop us. In a Nissan SUV, adventure begins where the road ends.
Drive a Nissan SUV. Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue, or get 2.9% financing for 60 months on Pathfinder.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the NADA bills, the... Press forward and repeat these options.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
BECU isn't like other financial institutions, and the difference is people. Because we're not for profit, there's no boardroom of billionaires maximizing their margins. Our biggest stakeholders are people like you. It's our members who make money meaningful, so we focus on helping them thrive. It's the art student bringing beauty to his community that makes a college loan matter. It's the mother building her family's foundation that makes a mortgage matter. It's people that make BECU matter. People like you.
38 Specials Timeless Southern Rock Hits live at Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 18th. Get your tickets now for one of rock and roll's biggest all-time bands.
4 News Now is brought to you by Spokane Tribe Casino.
Two teenagers are now facing charges for this shooting during the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl celebration that left one person dead and 22 others injured. Missouri court officials say the teens face gun-related and resisting arrest charges, while additional charges are expected. Police say Wednesday's shooting stemmed from a dispute between several people and sent panicked fans running and scrambling to take cover. Investigators say half of the people shot were under the age of 16.
And then we see people fighting. And then they pull out a gun and started shooting 3 times. And I ducked, and then one of them hit me, felt like getting stabbed.
That was 10-year-old Samuel, who was shot in the chest, with doctors saying it missed his lungs by just millimeters. Samuel also says he was trampled in the chaos and that there was such a rush to get out, his family didn't even realize he'd actually been shot. His mom finally noticing when they got home. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and his wife Brittany visited 2 sisters who were also shot. According to their family, they were both shot in the legs. They've gone through surgery and will be wearing casts for the next few months. In a statement, the family thanked the Mahomes and the staff at Children's Mercy Hospital. Well, around the world tonight, Russian officials say opposition leader Alexei Navalny, who made the rare move of challenging President Vladimir Putin, is dead. Navalny's wife speaking out today, suggesting the Russian government is responsible, saying, if this is true, I want Putin and all of his entourage and his government to know that they will be held accountable for what they have done to our country, to my family, and to my husband. President Biden saying Navalny's death was politically motivated.
Make no mistake. Make no mistake. Putin is responsible for Navalny's death. Putin is responsible.
The Kremlin spokesperson slamming those statements, saying there is no statement from doctors, no information from forensic experts, no final information from the Federal Penitentiary Service, no information about the causes of death. Russia's prison service saying Navalny felt unwell after going for a walk and then became unconscious and collapsed. They say emergency crews could not revive him. Washington Governor Jay Inslee is now demanding lawmakers on Capitol Hill, including Eastern Washington Representative Kathy McMorris Rodgers, pass a bill to provide additional aid to Ukraine. Take a listen.
There's a city in Ukraine right now. It's becoming surrounded by Russian troops, and they simply don't have the artillery shells. And the reason they don't is because the Republican Party won't stand up for democracy and give the Ukrainian people a chance to defend themselves. It's unacceptable.
Governor Inslee goes on to say it is unacceptable that Republicans get to go on vacation for 2 weeks without providing any additional support. Well, it's Friday, and that means it's time to take a trip on the Air Force drone. Coming up, we are soaring above one of the most popular areas to go snowshoeing.
Now, with every school bond failing in Spokane County, we asked people why they chose to vote against the bond. Their responses coming up here at 6:30.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Do you have property damage? Burke's Restoration provides full-service emergency response for residential and commercial disasters. Wind damage? Burke's can handle that. Is flooding your problem? Burke's Restoration knows just what to do. Fire or smoke damage? Call Burke's today. You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Burke's Restoration takes care of fire, smoke, wind, or water damage and more. Tell your insurance company you choose Burke's Restoration. Call or click today.
This February, love is in the air at the Kootenai Casino in Bonners Ferry. With sweetheart deals on rooms, dining, and the spa, and thousands of dollars in giveaways. Stay at the Kootenai Falls Lodge starting at $59 midweek or upgrade to a Riverview room for $79. Bring your honey and win some money. Book your getaway today. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, voters in Spokane County rejected every school bond this special election, including the one for Spokane Public Schools. So we asked people why they voted no, and their responses were varied. Peter Choi joins us now. And Peter, there seemed to be a bit of a common theme with a lot of these responses, right?
Yeah, that's right, Derek. As we know, the inflation has been a major headache for everyone. And people who voted against the bond tell me it's also because of a skyrocketing property values.
And to think that they're going to put another bond on a levy that's already in place, we can't afford it.
Living in the same home for decades, Richard Klein recently retired from working at the VA hospital.
You go to the grocery store and it seems like on a weekly basis, everything's increasing.
Over the last 5 years, his property taxes have doubled.
My retirement's not increasing, so we're actually losing money living here in Spokane. And we're going to lose substantially more if this bond passes.
Responses from people who voted against the bond has similar reasons. Several people also mentioned Downtown Stadium and how they are still upset about it.
We're just getting outpriced here.
Over the last 26 years, voters have passed each bond, but this year they're rejected with 55% voting yes. School bonds require 60% to pass.
I really don't feel that homeowners should be the ones flipping the bill the whole time.
Klein supports education and understands the replacement for old school buildings. However, the district needs to come up with alternative options.
Yeah, and the district now says that it wants to hear feedback from the community. The board president told me earlier this week that a meeting is scheduled next Wednesday to discuss possible options, including lowering costs for the bond. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available.
Yeah, and really just kind of shocking because it'd been over 20 years since Spokane failed to pass a bond. So we still want to hear from you. If you voted against a bond measure for your district, why? And what was different this time compared to proposed bond measures in the past? You can find the form to answer on our website, KXLY.com. All right, we're going to send it over to our Chris Crocker. And as we take a look at downtown Spokane right now, yeah, the U.S. Pavilion looking kind of awesome. We're going to see the sun a little bit more this weekend, right?
Yes, we are, especially the first part of the day on Saturday. Here's our time lapse from today over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Not a cloud in the sky, just beautiful and incredible sunset at 5:14 now. But right now it is dark and cold and clear. All of those roads that got slushy and are still wet, and sidewalks and parking lots, those are refreezing. So watch for some slick spots. Here's a look at road temperatures around the region. They're all right around freezing, and as our temperatures drop down into the teens, expect that any of that moisture left on the roads is going to be frozen solid by the time you're out and about early on Saturday morning. It is going to be a sunny day for the first part of the day through probably around noon, and then we'll start to slowly see some clouds filtering our sunshine. A high of 38. 40 is our average high. We've got wet weather moving in for Sunday. I'll let you know what that means for the ski areas and for your Sunday down in the valleys as well in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, breakfast. For some, it's the most important meal of the day. But a new study finds some of the most popular breakfast foods contain a certain pesticide. That pesticide is called chlormequat. In the U.S., the chemical is only allowed on ornamental plants, but the EPA allows it to be used on imported oats and other foods.
Chlormequat itself as a chemical can be harmful if you're exposed to a large amount of it.
In a study from the nonprofit Environmental Working Group, researchers found that 90% of the food items tested contained chlormequat. That included Quaker Oats and Cheerios. Previous research on animals found the chemical can damage reproductive systems and disrupt fetal growth. It's important to note it is not yet known how chlormequat may affect humans. Doctors say with its relatively small sample size, this study should not cause any panic. With all the fresh snow on the ground, this weekend is the perfect time to do some snowshoeing. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're heading up north to look at some of the trails in Chewelah. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone over 49 degrees north.
Today we're at the 49 degrees north Nordic Center. Beautiful, serene area, and it's just a few hundred yards away from the hustle and bustle of the downhill resort. These trails were put in 2006. There's about 12 kilometers of trails, along with a few more kilometers of snowshoe trails. We have snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, both classic and skate. We've set track and groom. We also allow fat bikes. It's a great place to escape, enjoy nature. Obviously, Fat Tire Bikes has brought a whole new user group to the area. We love it. Mountain biking is in my heart and soul. It's definitely where I spend my time in the summers. And to be able to go out and still pedal and still have fun in the wintertime on these really fun tools is great. And we allow them on our whole trail system as long as the snowpack will support it. Well, those Fat Tire bikes have really big tires, anywhere from about 4 to 5.5 inches wide. Big volume, big surface area so that they float on top of the snow so they don't sink. The fact that we have different things that we can do at different times of the year, and having a winter activity I think is incredibly important. Staying active rather than posting up in your home through the whole winter can really help alleviate those winter blues, keep you fit, keep you healthy, and keep you happy.
We're just having a good time, basically. It's really good snow, the sun shining. We were all doing skate skiing. It's where there's no like fluffy spot at the bottom of your ski, and you kind of just, skating is basically the faster version.
It's fun. It's a great way to work on your cardio and keep up your stamina. And it's just a great exercise.
One of the great things about this area that people can expect to find is space. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's gorgeous.
All right, I dig the idea of the fat bikes out there. Still ahead, our Allison Martinez gives our preview of this year's Great Outdoors Expo and some of the critters you can meet inside.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Pape Machinery.
This Saturday, Huckleberries is having their 35% off natural living sale. Shop any of our 18 locations for natural and organic products. Vitamins, minerals, body care. Save 35% this Saturday at your local Huckleberries Natural Market.
Fishing trip hit a snag. Won't stop us. In a Nissan SUV, adventure begins where the road ends.
Drive a Nissan SUV. Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue, or get 2.9% financing for 60 months on Pathfinder.
This holiday weekend, the President's Sale is on at More Furniture, and it's your chance to save with store-wide sale pricing and special interest-free financing. Take a full 60 months to pay with no down payment on the furniture you need, all on sale. Our newest 2024 arrivals are in stock and ready for delivery. And with 60 months interest-free financing, you can take it home today with no down payment. Visit morefurniture.com to preview sales specials.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This Saturday, Huckleberries is having their 35% off natural living sale. Shop any of our 18 locations for natural and organic products. Vitamins, minerals, body care. Save 35% this Saturday at your local Huckleberries Natural Market.
The Super Bowl parade shooting spree. What we've learned about the shocking tragedy. Next, Inside Edition. The victims, the suspects, the heroes.
I tackled them and took them down.
Will big parades ever be the same? Then, would you keep this beast as a pet? Warthogs. How dangerous are they?
They attack their own children.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
All right, welcome back. You are taking a live look here up at Mount Spokane. Night skiing is on, and I bet it's pretty good right now, right?
Sure it is. They got some good new snow at Mount Spokane. Doesn't that look fun? It's going on till 9. I'll read the rest of the news. You could be on the chair in an hour.
All right, we'll see you later. I'm taking off.
Well, you have other opportunities to ski because the news is good, and that's what we're talking about in the Forecast Focus. I want to start. Here's another view from Mount Spokane. I just happened to be on their website at their live camera right as the sun was setting tonight. I snagged this off their webcam at around 5:05, and doesn't that look peaceful and beautiful? That's Chair 6 there. No night skiing there, but what a gorgeous shot. And I tell you what, it is going to be a good day to ski tomorrow. It's going to be firm in the morning if you like to go fast on those groomers, and then in the afternoon with the sun, everything's going to soften up, and it's going to be spectacular. Here's a look at some of the snowfall totals. You'll notice Mount Spokane and 49 degrees north really got some good snow. That storm yesterday sort of parked itself right around the Spokane area up toward Chewelah, and so they had some impressive snowfall totals there, but also some fresh snow at Lookout Pass and Silver. Schweitzer's got plenty at the base, 64 inches, and some fun things going on for President's Day weekend. Now, Schweitzer has a cool torchlight parade situation and fireworks on Sunday night. Lookout Pass, great conditions, and with all that melting that's been done, smooth sailing on I-90. A big contrast from yesterday with all the snow. We do have more wet weather coming, so you can ski in the sun tomorrow, get some fresh powder on Sunday. We'll see the chance of snow picking up overnight Saturday into Sunday morning. Here's 7 a.m. Sunday with snow in progress in Spokane. Minor accumulations possible, but it will be a wet snow, so it will not stick around for long, turning into a rain-snow mix by 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and then all to rain by 1. We still have a chance of some wet weather in the late afternoon, but the odds definitely go down. It's going to be a much grayer day. High temperature of 36 degrees, 40 is our average high, but it will also be a warmer start to the day. If you're heading out for a first chair tomorrow, it'll be in the teens. It'll be in the 20s on Sunday morning. Here's a look at our snow levels. Saturday night down to 1,500 feet. All of that moisture Sunday night, 3,000 feet. So that is mountain snow. Monday, we start when we're late in the afternoon, we start seeing that snow level rising a little bit, but I think it's going to be fantastic. Again, a cold start to the day for skiers with temperatures tomorrow morning in the teens in most locations, and of course a little bit colder up on the mountain, 17 in Sandpoint tomorrow morning. Here's a look at your planning forecast. President's Day in the valleys. It's going to have some rain, high of 43. We'll stay in the 40s through next week. Overnight lows, however, down around freezing or below, but quite a bit warmer than what we're going to have tonight, down in those teens. A cold start, but a sunny start to Saturday, Derek.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Well, it's the Year of the Dragon, and the Spokane Chinese Association wants you to join in on the celebrations. The festivities kick off this Sunday at 1 o'clock at the Fox Theater. It's a family-friendly event full of face painting, calligraphy, and traditional dancing. The event is free until 4 o'clock. After that, you can get a ticket for access to a show featuring traditional music, art, and of course, some good food.
It is a celebration with a lot of visiting, interaction with friends, with neighbors, and most important is the family gathering. And so, of course, that would involve big meal. So that's why we wanted to give away some goodies.
Spokane's Lunar New Year celebrations don't end there. Next Saturday, Spokane's United We Stand will host a Lunar New Year celebration featuring our own Peter Choi as the MC. Well, this weekend, you can get a taste of exciting summer adventures with the comfort of being indoors. The Great Outdoors Expo begins tomorrow at the Spokane Convention Center. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez got a sneak peek of the fun this morning.
The Great Outdoors Expo kicks off tomorrow. Your family can roast marshmallows, ride bikes, and meet animals like Reggie here.
How often are you going to get to see something like this up close and personal and learn about it?
Tortoises, snakes, lizards. The Spokane Great Outdoors Expo has it all. The owners want to get people excited about summer and all of the natural beauty the Inland Northwest has to offer.
This is one of the best places in the country for outdoor recreation, and we just want to help reduce those barriers and help get people outside in ways that is comfortable for them and is meaningful for them to help people have good, enriching lives.
You can learn the best spots to explore in our region, watch live performances, and try out new skills. It's all interactive and kid-friendly.
It's a really rewarding thing to watch. Kids get engaged and parents be really happy that their kids are entertained and having fun.
Tickets are free for kids 12 and under. For more information, you can visit our website, kxly.com. Reporting in Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
It looks like fun. We're about a month away from finding out if Gonzaga and Washington State will make the NCAA tournament. Our sports team is going to break it down for us. And guys, things are heating up as we get closer to March.
It's crazy to think a month from now, we're going to be sitting watching to see if Gonzaga and WSU could make the NCAA tournament. Good chance it could happen.
Yeah, we got one team trying to end a 16-year drought, another trying to keep a quarter-century-long streak going. We'll tell you where both teams stand after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino brings you actor and comedian Tracy Morgan to Spokane Live. Saturday, February 24th. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Entertainment without limits.
Hey Ben, the thermostat's acting up. You work for Bill's Heating and Air. You know how to fix this, right? I just do their commercials. Ben, the AC's broken. Come on, you work for Bill's. You must know something about this. Bro, I'm just their spokesperson. Dude, the furnace is so loud. You work for Bill's Heating. You can fix it, right?
You do know I'm a basketball player, right?
Bill's Heating and AC is offering financing as low as 0% for 5 years. Call today.
For all your heating and cooling needs, leave it to the real professionals at Bill's.
For a limited time, Pape Machinery is blowing out select model year 2023 inventory at dealer cost. Pick up a brand new John Deere compact tractor for a fraction of the original price. Stop by Pape Machinery Ag and Turf today to get started.
Hi, they assigned me to work with you, Miss Ray, but you can call me Miranda. You're me if you take the next step. How? Work here during the day, go to school at night. It's so worth it.
Face your future with Whitworth University.
When I was 18, I really wanted to go to college and I wanted to study art, but I didn't know how to go about it. Being undocumented for most of my life, I wasn't able to apply for FAFSA or any financial aid, so I took out some private loans. I kept paying and paying and paying and paying, but they just wouldn't go down. BCU helped me get back on my feet. I took out a credit card with them. It allowed me to rebuild my credit. I just always assumed that the default was like, well, banks always take advantage of you. Being in a credit union has proved to me that, no, there is an alternative.
It's the Great Rate Reduction Sale this week at Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep. And that means we are rolling back the interest rate to our lowest level in years on our large selection of slightly used trucks, cars, and SUVs.
Plus, with most vehicles sold, you'll get a 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty.
And with new shipments arriving daily, plus a 4.84 financing rate for 72 months, there's never been a better time to visit Dishman.
Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino brings you actor and comedian Tracy Morgan to Spokane Live. Saturday, February 24th. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Entertainment without limits.
4 News Now is brought to you by Floor Trader Outlet.
Well, Selection Sunday is nearly a month away. Gonzaga and Washington State are still fighting for NCAA tournament bids. Our sports team, Julian Minnesota and Alex Crescenti, joining us in studio. And guys, what are the chances we could see both teams in come March?
March is either going to be really busy for us or we're going to be booking vacation, I think, because there's a good chance that both teams could make the NCAA tournament, but there's also a chance that both Gonzaga and WSU could miss out on the tournament. As of now, Washington State's in a little bit better position than the Zags.
Yeah, right. Both squads are playing some pretty good basketball as of late the last few weeks, but we really won't know until Selection Sunday. Probably either the Cougs or the Zags or even both are going to be going to the NCAA tournament. For Washington State, they're trying to end a 16-year tournament drought. I was a sophomore in high school the last time that happened. And if they do, a huge reason is going to be the play of guard Miles Rice. Seems like he's a lock-in for the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, and he keeps coming up with clutch shot after clutch shot this year. Now, looking at the Cougs' resume, they could have a tournament bid all locked up within the next few weeks if they continue to win. With an overall record of 19-6, they sit at number 35 in the net rankings and second in the conference standings with quality wins against Arizona, Boise State, Colorado, and Oregon, and they should be favored in all but one of their remaining regular season games, so plenty of opportunities to pick up some quality wins and leave no doubt going into the Pac-12 tournament.
Yeah, Gonzaga has a little bit less room for error. The Bulldogs are the last team in the NCAA tournament, according to ESPN's projections, meaning out of all 68 teams that make the tournament, Gonzaga is number 68. The Bulldogs earned its biggest win of the season against Kentucky last week. They didn't have a quad one win until that game, so that one was huge for their resume. As we take a look, the Bulldogs have a higher net ranking than many of the teams in the NCAA tournament at number 23, Gonzaga will have a chance for another quality win against St. Mary's and maybe a little bit of revenge, too, at the end of the season on the road. Now, the focus for the Bulldogs right now is to earn a top 2 seed in the WCC and get a bye to the semifinals of that conference tournament. That way, if Gonzaga needs to win the conference tournament to earn a tournament bid, the path is a little easier. Now, another team that can't afford to keep slipping is Washington State women's hoops.
Yeah, that's right. The Cougars are projected to make the NCAA tournament as of right now, but they've lost the last 4 in a row headed into tonight.
Yeah, WSU on the road against Arizona. Turnovers hurt the Cougars in this one. The bad pass leads to the steal and the easy bucket for Helena Puello. Wazoo fell behind by double digits early on, and they just had to scrap and claw the rest of the way. Tara Wallach spins inside with a crafty move, gets the score with the left hand, but the Cougars, they've pretty much struggled without their star player, Charlize Ledger-Walker, out with the season with an ACL injury, and they missed her tonight. Skylar Jones scores inside for the Wildcats, and WSU head coach Kami Etheridge did not like what she saw tonight. Pretty upsetting was Washington State loses its 5th straight game and will likely drop in the tournament projections once again. Now, it should be of note that the Gonzaga women's basketball team was not in ESPN's top 16 team revealed this week. The Bulldogs are a projected 5 seed. They need a 4 seed at least to host some NCAA tournament games right here in Spokane. That'll do it for sports. Derek?
Going to be a nervous few weeks for a lot of local teams. Well, looking to cut down on sugar, a new keto bakery in Deer Park lets you do that while still enjoying your favorite sweet treats. From cinnamon rolls to donuts, Keto Sweetie offers sugar-free, gluten-free, and low-carb options. It started as a wholesale bakery in 2020 by a mother-daughter duo, and today it opened its first physical location.
Oh, I know we're unique, a little scary, but you just got to give it a little try. That's my world. Give us a shot. We taste as good as we look. Just try the Keto Sweetie difference.
That bakery is open from 2 to 6 every Thursday and Friday. For more information, head over to our website at KXLY.com. All right, as we head to a break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Shop Consign Furniture and Jewelry's President's Day sale this Friday through Monday. Experience 25 to 30% off all new furniture, custom furniture, and pre-orders. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consign Furniture and Jewelry. Smart way to buy, easy way to sell.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
My parents started their first dealership in Coeur d'Alene in 1983. They took pride in being locally owned and work hard to help this great community we call home.
Now, 3 generations later, we're still proud to be one of the last locally owned Subaru dealerships, and we're working harder than ever to give back to the community that has supported us all these years.
Because we're looking forward to being your local family Subaru dealer for generations to come.
Anything else?
Yeah, can I get some napkins?
Sure. That'll be $1.
For a napkin?
Ridiculous, right? You know what else doesn't make sense? Some people are still paying for their checking accounts. Some places it's $12 a month. At P1FCU, we believe some things should just be free. Open your Ascend checking with tons of great benefits at p1fcu.org/free.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Shop Consign Furniture and Jewelry's President's Day sale this Friday through Monday. Experience 25 to 30% off all new furniture, custom furniture, and pre-orders. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consign Furniture and Jewelry. Smart way to buy, easy way to sell.
4 News Now is brought to you by Huckleberry's Natural Market.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, devastating news for a Freeman family. The body of the man who went missing on Lake Roosevelt on last Friday, has been found. What we know about the events that led up to his death and a message from his family.
Sunshine to start the day tomorrow. It's going to be a cold start down in the teens. Then we warm up to a high of 38. Rain and snow coming in for Sunday.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being with us here on 4 News Now at 6. We will be back tonight on Nightside at 11 o'clock. Hopefully you'll be able to stay up with us. We'll see you then.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.